The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, guys, let me know that you can hear me okay, and we can get started. And today what I wanted to do is mainly a Q&A session for current customers that have come in, but I've seen that there's almost 400 people registered, so I'm guessing there's a lot of people here who haven't yet purchased Livestream Alpha, but I will make it easy for you to do that today, okay? I'm just waiting to see if John has come in yet. Just bear with me a second. Right, for those who have got Livestream Alpha so far, what's the feedback? How do you feel it's going with the tool, the additions that we've added? We've added some incredible stuff over the last 2 weeks. The Launch Jack is a great tool. The Amazon tool is fantastic. We just added Google News yesterday as well, which is really, really good. And I'll show you some results from Google News from just doing Google News posts. And what you can achieve with that is it's actually probably undervalued for most people right now until you start to use it, okay? It's a fantastic strategy that works really, really well. Yeah, we've added Google News, you can see in here, Philip. Added Google News tab in here. We have Google News site, and you can put in here title, put in your video. It needs to be high quality content in here though, okay? You can't do this with your sort of long tail alpha type campaigns. And I put a warning up here. If it gets abused, then I need to take away this feature. So, just hoping that people will understand the value of this and they won't abuse it. So all we do is we put in a link in here, and that puts the video, okay? And you need minimum 300 words for a Google News post, and plus you can put some author bio down here, and you can put a link down here as well, okay? This will publish it into drafts into a Google News site that we own, okay? And from there we will have once a day an assistant go in there, and if they're good enough quality, then we will publish. If it's not good enough quality, we can't publish. But it's fantastic. I can show you some results from that. Kind of press release format, not exactly, Philip. It's you write it like you would write an article, or like you would read an article, okay? It still has to be in the third person, but you can do, 300 words with your video there, so your video gets embedded as well, and then with your author bio at the bottom, okay? It's not as difficult as doing a press release, but it's got high value, okay? It really has got high value. I can show you how that is now. If I come over here and I type in the search for UpViral, and you can see I'm here. All I did was a Google News post on one of my Google News sites, okay? That's all I did with that. That was a $500,000 launch. So you can imagine the affiliate competition for this was pretty fierce. I put this in there about 3 weeks before, and it's never moved since. That's the power of Google News. I'll do a viral demo, I think was the keywords I used in the title. And number one again. And all I did was Google News. Seriously, that's all we did. And 3 weeks before we started early with it, I just wanted to test because I've got, I have got more than one Google News site. So we have to save as draft. And as long as it's good quality, we'll let it go. We'll publish. If it's not good quality, if we start to see, really spammy stuff coming through, we're not going to publish them. And if it continues to take up resources, then I'm going to have to take it off until I can figure out a way that we can better monitor it. But I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, okay? So it's a fantastic addition. This is powerful, and it's probably underrated by most people because they haven't tried it and haven't used it themselves. But those results speak for themselves. Phil, can we take a press release already released and just add it to the video? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can definitely do that, okay? Absolutely, definitely do that. Let's see if John is in yet. He can say hello if he's here. Just waiting for John. Okay, he has to install GoToWebinar again, so We'll have to wait for that. So basically what we were going to do today was just a sort of training session, Q&A session basically for Livestream Alpha, and we put in a lot of effort to put this together, this tool. It's been in the background for more than 6 months, 7 months now. So we've been using this for VRank. We've been using this and testing it over that period of time. And of course, as with any new tool that we do, there's always going to be additions, there's always going to be tweaking, there's always going to be customer feedback that we respond to. And if you're in the Skype group and you can get to the Skype group from the member area, then you can see that we're pretty active in there. Both myself and John and LOL's there. I've put a bunch of VAs in there as well so that we don't miss anything, and they can keep me updated if I'm busy on other stuff. So we're responding to people. But right now in there, it seems to be more talking about things that need fixed, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But I want to start to get into more training sort of stuff in there as well. So if you have got Livestream Alpha, it's only for Livestream Alpha customers. If you have got Livestream Alpha, then go into the member area and click on the banner to join the Skype group. Okay, we will start a lot of training once we get everything settled and we can start to push on. And this is definitely going to be the last alpha tool. There's one more being done, but it's a network embed system. Okay, so it's kind of an existing tool being redone. And with that system, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to build your own networks. You're going to be able to actually add your own sites. You will have a choice of Web 2 sites, social bookmark sites, and video sharing sites. And it will take about 2 minutes to add each, and it will go into a different IP. A little bit like EasyBlog Networks. Okay, we're hoping we can have that ready within about 3 weeks. And that will be available as well, okay, for people to purchase. We can't give that away for free because the server costs are going to be enormous with a tool like that, as we found out with the last time we did the network embeds. So there's going to be some good options in there for people to build your own private networks of video sharing sites, social bookmark sites, Web 2.0 sites, which I'm really, really excited about. I can't wait for this to sort of come to fruition and actually see the idea being brought to life, because I think it's a fantastic strategy for everybody to do who's serious about SEO and who's serious about video marketing. To be able to have your very own network of video sharing sites is absolutely huge, okay, absolutely huge, but we're going to make it happen, okay. Right, let's see if anybody's got any questions, any current customers got any questions, anything that you don't know how to use, anything that you're not sure about, let me know. And we can do a sort of Q&A session until John comes in. I want John to cover a little bit about the changes that we've done in the Longtail Alpha tool, and also in the sort of shortcodes for the modifiers when using the Longtail Alpha tool as well, and also talk a little bit about the bulk campaigner for some people who still don't really understand what the bulk campaigner does. Phil, you were having problems with RSSX. Please try using a different, yeah, but you know what? Okay, it's not working on more than one YouTube URL, but you don't want it to anyway. You really don't want it to. If you think about this, when you put in a URL, it's mashing up with the I think it's 86 different YouTube URLs of variations of URLs that YouTube will give you. So you've got the mobile sort of URL where it's m.youtube.com, for example. There's 86 different variations of that. If you do that with one, do it one at a time, and then they're all getting mashed together, put it into FeedBurner, then that FeedBurner is getting syndicated, then you're not diluting the power of it, okay, if you put more than one. If you just do one instead of more than one, I should say, okay. I would rather do, we've just done a niche site for a customer where we charged the guy $1,000, and I made sure that we had to do one at a time. We had to do one at a time because we get far, far more value from it. And if anybody's seen my webinar the other day with Lisa, you will understand why as well, because it's kind of similar what she's doing. She's doing it more for sort of WordPress sites or any kind of content whatsoever. And it's a great tool that she's got there, but when you look at the sort of breakdown of what that tool is doing, it's pretty similar to what RSSX is doing. And you can see that it's better to be done one YouTube URL at a time. It really is better. It takes just one click anyway, I mean, literally it takes one click in 1 minute, and look at what it does in that 1 minute. So it wouldn't work at one at a time. Okay, please try and log into your FeedBurner account in your browser at the same time. If that's not working, try one more. Try one more video, and if that's still not working, try one more FeedBurner account or another Gmail account. Some reason some videos won't do it. I don't know why. We don't know why it happens. Some videos it just happens. Okay, but you know, most videos do work. So what we found is if you're logged into FeedBurner at the same time in your browser, so if you want to even try that now while we're on the webinar, and you can send me a message if it's working or not, if you can just try that. Yeah, we don't know why, Philip. We don't know why some videos it works and some videos it doesn't. We're really kind of stuck. We don't know why. What you can do is you can go over to my site on anthonyhayes.me. There's a sort of free version of the tool over there. If I come over to the site, and it does the same things, but it's just broken down into steps. A little bit more like Lisa's strategy, where you got like step 1, step 2 kind of thing, whereas the desktop version does everything at one time. It just blasts through it really, really fast. I'll just come over here. If we come into the section here for the free tools, you will see the YouTube RSS feed tool. No, that's not, is it? Hold on a second. Yeah, V3, they've changed recently, the RSS. So if we come in here, you can use it anyway. For that one video, it should work. Okay, you can test it in here. So you don't need to be stuck at any point. You can come in, it's a free tool in here that you can use. Right, John is here. John on the free tool dashes break the tool. I'm not exactly sure what that means. John, if you're on the microphone, maybe you can come in and talk about that. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by dashes. Philip, you've seen Lisa's tool but not had the time to see results. See, tools like that, they really don't take that much time to use. It's just a matter of getting into good habits, okay? Just kind of forcing yourself not to put it off, not procrastinate with it. Just if you put effort into making a piece of content that is worthy of being ranked, then the extra 2 minutes it takes to use a tool like that, once you've learned how to use it, I mean, you should really just go and use it. You know, that's the whole purpose of the tools that we've got as well with the alpha tools. They're just, you know, one click, 2 clicks for most part. And so yesterday, what happened? We got some updates done. If you were in the Skype group, you can see that you can see there was a couple of people had some issues with Dailymotion, etc. We got them finished by the end of today, and that was in between fixing the licensing system and updating optimization alpha, and also VidAttack alpha has been updated in the last few days as well. So we're working really, really hard to put, you know, to make sure that this is going to be working really, really well for everybody, and we're listening to every single bug report that you mentioned to us and trying to make sure that we can be as bug-free as we possibly can. There's always going to be bugs creeping in. That's going to happen from time to time. What's important is how quickly we can react to it. But we've been pretty good. Dakota, he's matured a lot over the last few months, thankfully. And, you know, it's like it's a different person now. He's much, much better. You can see the quality of the tools coming out as well. And, you know, when we get this network embed system, it's going to be something fantastic as well. Let's see what other questions we got in here. Okay, John, CJ says, dashes in the YouTube URL breaks the process. You just need to take a normal YouTube URL. There shouldn't really be any dashes in there anyway. I don't think so. If you just copy the YouTube URL from the browser, it should be okay. Maori, if you go into it's called Livestream Alpha 100 group. Okay, it's for the 100 lifetime customers. If you go into the member area and you click on the banner, or John, maybe if you can get the link from that. Oh, actually, I'm here in Minster. Let me see. Maybe I can do it for you. Just bear with me a second. Guys, if you got any questions, this is the time to ask. That's the purpose of doing this webinar. I mean, most of the stuff that you might have seen before. Mari, I'm sending it to you privately, okay? There you go. You've got it now. Most of the stuff you've seen before on the other tools. So we wanted to make this as useful as possible around what we can do with live streaming. Okay, so live streaming, we all know by now that live streaming can rank really, really fast. What we wanted to do with this is put in some extra strategies that are not necessarily just SEO strategies. I'm kind of moving away from SEO more and more these days. So, you know, I'm thinking more strategy tools. I'm thinking more traffic kind of stuff. But, you know, the couple of obvious things to stick in here was how do we make, you know, good strategies? What can we do with live streaming? So the obvious thing is things like, well, we can do Amazon affiliate products. Okay, we don't even have to make our own video. Often you will find us demo videos direct from Amazon that are on YouTube. Okay, so they're coming from vendor on Amazon. They posted it on YouTube. The same with the launch tracking tool as well. You will find, you know, there's just a whole bunch of, you know, tools here for videos here done as demo videos that you can actually get from JV pages if you like. You just need to dig a little bit, and it's just a simple matter of checkboxing and sending it over to Livestream Alpha, and it's that simple. I mean, you don't even need to think about how to do a video. Just find the vendor's demo video and you're live streaming it, and now that we've got the automated thumbnail creator in there as well, it makes it really easy. You could be doing an affiliate promotion within a couple of minutes. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is one from Joshua. I mean, I can go and promote this one immediately, just a couple of clicks of the button, and I've got a campaign up and running. Just choose the video quality. Obviously, you've got to choose the category, etc. And we can put in the thumbnail as well. Just click on thumbnail settings. You can see there's a preview here. It's not easy to see because it's got a white background. But if I make the text sort of red color maybe, and then I want to change the font size, just bring it down to 72 and open this, and you can see there is a thumbnail being created, okay? And it's that quick and that easy to go and do a launch tracking promotion. It's exactly the same as well with the Amazon tool. You can just put in a little bit better description than what Joshua's put in here. But, you know, you can see that how easy it is to get into a launch tracking promotion. My tip would be get in early. If you're looking on Muncheye.com, for example, get in early, put your live stream video up, put your thumbnail in it just to make it a little bit different. You're making it unique by doing that. There's no excuse not to do it anymore. We've got this automated thumbnail creator in here. You know, it's not perfect thumbnails as far as design and stuff, but it's better than nothing. And a lot of people use nothing. So this makes it just super, super simple to do. And then you just simply save your changes. Okay? Just got to enter the keyword in here. Let me just show you. So we can save our changes, and here we are. Okay? Just remember, go into your options. Always use a pinger. Always use the indexer. Always use the social bookmarking. And if you want to put a delay in here, you can. If you're putting multiple videos when you're using the thumbnail creator, say for example you've got a long tail alpha campaign, it will stream the first video, okay, and in between every single video it's creating that thumbnail for you from the initial settings. So when you do the settings, just like I did there, you sort of took about what, 20 seconds, 30 seconds to do that. Those settings will stay, so everything would be a white background and a red font the way that I did the settings, and it would all be size 72 font. What it will do is it will create in the background, in between each live stream, this thumbnail. But it's also doing the JPEG properties with the title as well. So that title is getting into the properties, into the subject line, into the comments, into the headline area with the MP4 properties. All that is happening in the background as well. That kind of puts a natural delay in between the live streams, which, you know, myself and John were talking about the other day, and he was saying to me that he's getting far, far better results when he's putting that time delay, so that the YouTube channels are not getting flagged, in other words, okay? How can you tell which products are decent for live streaming? For Amazon, do you mean? Or for launch tracking? we have a little section in here where we can go and let's just clear this here. So we can go and look at top sellers for today, but let's look at the last 7 days. And we can see now the best thing to do is look for evergreen products, but we have a solution even if it's not an evergreen product, which I will cover in just a second. So this is going to go and do the search. While that's doing the search, I'll show you the traffic redirect tool. Okay, and I'm just going to open up a link that I've already got on here. And you can see all we need to do is put in a link name. That's for your benefit so that you know what that link is about. And you can create a group or a folder if you like, okay? And we can create a destination link in here. So you can see I've got a destination link that is going to a squeeze page for local businesses for lead generation services in Thailand, okay? We can put in a visible link in here. So I would put in here like PPC, for example. If I'm offering PPC services. And then I can just start saving the changes. Now what happens when I change this destination link is it's going to do a 301 redirect. Okay, it's going to do a 301 redirect. And that means that even if I do a promotion for an Amazon product or for a product launch, then if I want to get all that backlink campaign diverted to the next campaign, all I do is use this traffic redirect tool. Okay, and that will do a 301 redirect. That means you could promote a launch last week, change the destination link this week. All of that will change in a 301 redirect. Okay, I'm assuming everybody knows what a 301 redirect is. It's just a permanent change that tells the Google robots this has been permanently redirected. So you can take your previous backlink campaigns and you can redirect, and you've got a head start on everybody else. Now start to couple that with you know, the ability to be able to just go and find a product really, really quickly and really easily in the launch tracker tool like we were doing here. Okay, so for example, Video Wave Pro, what it's done in the background is search for the top sellers inside JVZoo, but at the same time it's searched in YouTube for each one of these to see if there's any videos that have got the exact title for these things. Okay, sometimes you will find the demo videos in here. You can see this one. This is a video demo about Video Wave Review. Okay, so it's very, very quick, very, very easy. And next week we can redirect that whole backlink campaign to something else. Super simple. So you combine that with the traffic redirect tool, you can see the power building, and then you add in the Google News, plus you got your Web2 embed, your RSS Extreme, your social bookmarking, all that kind of stuff. And you can work on huge numbers with this. I mean, I know that we don't have huge amounts of sites with the account creator right now. Hold on a second. I know that we don't have huge amounts of sites with the redirect, with the account creator right now, but we can work on numbers. This one I was just doing Dailymotion accounts, but in total you can see we've got about 10. It's really a numbers game. It doesn't matter if you're using 50 sites or 5 sites. If you're doing 500 video embeds or you're doing 500 bookmarks, you're still getting the numbers there, and it's not costing you anything really, is it? Just the captures and stuff like that. The problem we're having with the account creator, as always has been for the last year anyway, and it's really affected tools like IFTTT Backlink Command, and there's not much we can do about it, is the new reCAPTCHA 2.0. Okay, what should be happening there is that when you're using a service like 2Capture, where they say they've got human sort of support, they've got human people doing those captures, you will see if you watch in real time when these things pop up, you know, there's kind of images that says, you know, click the free images that have got waterfalls, or click on the images that have got trees, or click on the images that have got street signs, etc. 2Capture should be fixing that. They should be doing that. That's what you're paying the services for. We sat there and looked at them. Somebody mentioned to me the other day, he said, if you look at it, it's not happening. So I did take a look at it, and you know, you can see in real time it's not happening. So there's very, very little we can do about that, and it's really just those sites. So we've had to minimize the amount of sites that we use, but it's just one click to go and create hundreds of accounts anyway. So, you know, you just need to play a numbers game with that until we can find a solution. When we do have our network embed system up, we will put some additional sites for Web 2.0 for bookmarks and stuff in here as well, and probably for some video sharing as well that we can use, so that we can bulk it up a little bit. But you know, in the meantime, it's just really a numbers game anyway, so don't worry about it too much. As long as you can go and create hundreds of accounts within a couple of clicks, then you know, you're not really losing too much there. It's just super simple to do. Okay, don't forget you can reuse these accounts again and again. Bookmark accounts, you know, it's unnatural for a bookmark account to have just bookmarks coming from one YouTube channel. People bookmark things like sports, they bookmark things like entertainment, movies, celebrity gossip, all that kind of stuff with one bookmark account. It's okay to reuse your accounts again and again. Okay, so try and get the most value by reusing them as many times as you can. It's just more natural as well. Let's see some questions. Right, Gantu saying, what are your thoughts about live stream video embeds into the website? So I heard that if embedding a live stream video on a website, it does not show up unless that the live stream video is linked to a Google AdSense account. Well, if you've got your YouTube channel verified, you can switch on monetization. So I guess it's a very, very simple fix from your end. Like whenever we create a YouTube channel, it's not that hard to verify and switch on the monetization. If you're getting accounts from LOL, for example, you can ask for that to be done. I'm sure he would do that for you. So I don't think it's a major issue, Gantu. I think it's a very, very easy fix. Jans, could we use a background picture from the folder? You've got a choice of either or right now. You know, this is just like the first version of it. It's something that I wanted to get done specifically for the spin and upload tool, which I'll cover in just a minute, and also for the live streaming, because so many people probably not doing it because it just seems not that easy to do. And I get it, I understand that. I do the same things myself as well. We're kind of out of time and stuff like that. So you've got two choices. You can choose from a folder where you've already got some done, or you can just simply choose this to create. Okay, so we can put in, you know, just the background color, anything you want. Put in the color of your text, change the font. I always make it 72. And we got something that will keep those settings for the entire campaign. So it doesn't matter if you got five videos to live stream or 500 in that campaign. It will just go through all the titles one by one and do the JPEG properties in the background as well, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Philip, if you wanted to use it for lunch tracking, then seriously, what I would do with that for lunch tracking is get one good quality video live streamed, then do second tier linking. Okay, you can do second tier linking very, very easy from other YouTube accounts, from Dailymotion, from Web2 embeds, from the social brickmarks. You got enough tools in there. You could just do one very, very good. It can just be a demo video that you get from the vendor. Okay, put a thumbnail on it and put it into your main YouTube channel, and then use a different YouTube account or multiple YouTube channels to do second tier linking. I like to use Dailymotion for second tier linking. It's pretty powerful. It is pretty powerful. Okay, would you recommend having a separate YouTube account and set of channels just for lunch tracking? Yeah, I would definitely do. You can go and get, I think, 10 or 5 or 10 from LOL quite cheap, and he does all that work for you as well. It just saves time because they're kind of fiddly to go and create and get verified on a telephone and stuff. So, you know, use them long term. But what you want to do is be more aggressive with the other kind of sites that you can create accounts on, like Dailymotion, for example. That's exactly why I like it, to use Dailymotion for second tier. So for lunch tracking, what I would do is make one really good video, or take a demo video if I can find it on YouTube, put a nice thumbnail on it where you can put the image of the product there. Okay, you just need to put that product in a folder. So it's a single image in a folder, and choose the folder setting in your live stream for that particular channel, for your money URL, in other words, okay? Then you can just do simple, you know, 5 YouTube videos, or the same video 5 times if you want, into 5 different YouTube channels for your first tier. Okay, and then you can go and do like 200, 300 Dailymotion second tier links. Plus you do your video embeds, you can do your social bookmarking, all that kind of stuff, RSS. So it's not hard to work with what we've got there. We've got some good strategies that can be, pulled out from a tool like this, and probably we haven't realized all the strategies, the variations yet. And you can, just play around with it and get some major power. Most of the stuff is just clicking a few buttons. There's nothing hard here to do at all. Okay. Can you mix them with other videos? I think you're talking about YouTube channels. Yes, you can. It depends on how you're using it. I like to keep my first tier very, very small. Okay, I like to keep it small so that, for example, I've got my YouTube URL for the money URL. Okay, and then I can do 5 different videos. I can use that traffic redirect tool anytime I want as well. So I would just create a link with the traffic redirect to the first tier, the first video on your main channel. You can go and change it anytime you like as well. Okay, let's see, we've got more questions. John, do you want to mention anything? Are you on the microphone or? Oh, John's having a problem coming in, it looks like. Let me just see if he's here or not. Let's see, John, I'll put your microphone on. Just asking something about a pen. Just bear with me a second. There you go. You there? All right, I put you on anyway. You can jump in anytime. Now that we've got you in the background. Philip, is it okay to connect multiple channels to the same AdSense account? If it's coming from, Philip, that was, sorry. If it's coming from the same Gmail, then yes. If it's not coming from the same Gmail, then no. Okay. I wouldn't do that. I would definitely not do that. But you've got so much options now with the multi-channels we can do. Approximately 50 channels per Gmail account. I mean, that's a lot to work with. That really is a lot to work with. So you can get a lot of mileage out of just one Gmail account these days. It used to be that we had to do, multiple Gmail accounts, and we had a tool once where we had to assign proxies to a particular channel, and it was a real pain in the ass. It wasn't easy to work with. And then they gave us multi-channels. I thought my birthday came early. And, it changed everything. We can get a lot of mileage. Just be sensible how you use them. That's why when I'm doing things like the first tier linking from YouTube, I'm only doing 5 videos. I can get more aggressive on the back end with the second tier stuff. I don't need to destroy my YouTube channels. Okay. What is the checkboard background in the thumbnail creator? I think it's just PNG then, is it? Where there's just no background or something. I'm not sure. I've got no idea. I haven't seen it. So I just stick to the colors.
No idea.
What?
He always has like some badass webinars, man.
Who am I talking to here? Okay, somebody's got a microphone, but I'm not sure who. Okay, John, are you here or not? Okay, I don't know what's happening there. Somebody's got access for the microphone, and I'm just not sure who. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute that person. And could you speak again so that I can find you? I need to mute you so that we don't have a background noise. All right. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Right. Okay. Let's see. The YouTube embeds need to be enabled. Yeah, you would need to in the settings for the YouTube video. You mean to allow enable embedding? Yeah, they would need to be. Most are by default anyway, unless you change it. I think you might even be able to do that within the sort of universal settings for each channel, but I can't remember seeing it there. I think it's just, individual video, but by default it should be switched on. I'm going to have to click on mute all so we don't have that background noise. Alright, how many live streams would I use in the tier 1 link into a blog page? I keep it to 5. I really keep it to 5. The amount of power we can do on the back end, Philip, is huge. I mean, we can really play a numbers game with the tools like this. And plus that Google News is really, really, really useful. Believe me, it's a fantastic addition to put in there. You should make time to use it because it will work. Don't expect it to get posted the same minute you send from there. I need to send an assistant in there so that we can check it once a day or twice a day or something like that. Can video tags be spun with spin tags? We have, I'm not sure, did we get this added yet or not? Yeah, you can see up here we can auto spin the description. I'm not sure, if you can test it, you can put something in here, for example. If I put in 2 words like here, now, left, right, let's just see what happens. If my mouse is in here and I click on here, maybe it will work, I'm not sure. If it does, if it's not, then we can fix that. No, it's just in description. I will get it another tab here that we can spin the tags. Okay. Just the description. So we've added this in as well. I don't know why that was not in there. Another thing that came up the other day as well, people saying to me, they get tired of clearing the proxies and then having to re-put them in. You can see up here we've got a little tab that says proxies. Just above the main proxies tab where we add the proxies, and I'm not talking about there, but up here you can see when we click that it goes dull or it becomes lighter. I've asked them to make it the dull red. If it's light, your proxies are on. If it goes dull, your proxies are off. You don't have to keep changing copy and paste back in again, okay? You can just switch on and off from here. And we need that in this tool specifically because of the amount of times we're using YouTube, and same for Video Send Alpha. We have it in there, I think, or if not, it will be put in there. It's too important for this one because we don't want to use proxies when we're using YouTube. Okay, we can't use proxies when we're using RSS Extreme because as soon as we log in from a different location, then they flag us, okay? So there's just too many times that we won't be using the proxies. Mainly, they're used just for the account creation. But John is testing right now for the Dailymotion live streaming, seeing if it works well with proxies switched on. I did the other day, but I think not that many videos. I thought I was doing 70, but I didn't have enough long tail alpha keywords. I got about 7 in there. But that was enough. That second tier was enough to put me into page 1 for, not a major term, but a useful term, a money term, where we were offering lead generation services to real estate here in Pattaya or for Thailand in general. So we're sitting there on page 1 with very, very little work. And I just did that case study when I was doing the tutorial videos. So there was not much more done than just going through live stream alpha. So Jens, yeah, we'll add the video tag spinner, okay? And we should be able to add that pretty quickly, maybe today, if he's still, or if he's around early enough. All right, guys, give me some questions. Nothing yet, okay. Right, now the spin and upload, this is one I've still got to do the video on. The reason I hadn't done the video is because I was waiting for the thumbnail creator. And then when he added the thumbnail creator, he had added it into the live stream alpha tab, but he just, I had to go and remind him it needed to be in here as well for the spin and upload. Now what this is doing, and it's got a specific purpose, and it's doing uploads and not live streaming. There's a reason for that, okay? I know there's other tools out there that do something similar. They're all using live stream. We know for a fact that live stream will rank very, very quickly. Therefore, we're not going to get an accurate gauge of the sense of how easy or how difficult it is to rank, because if you don't backlink that live stream, it's going to start dropping down pretty quickly, okay? So what this is doing, you can put a video and you can put in some spin tags and all that kind of stuff. You can create thumbnails, etc. And you can upload that same video multiple times, Okay, you can upload it multiple times and you can see, you know, how easy it is to rank a keyword. You can do this with the video, and once you find keywords that are ranking, and you probably can even get some analytics from it as well to see which ones are actually worth ranking for. Then you can do some additional backlinks. But we do have in the options again that we can ping and index and bookmark, etc. Is bookmarking not in this one? It's not in here, but you can just do a simple bookmark campaign anyway. I will get it added in here. And the purpose is really just to find ways that we can rank videos, or video sort of keywords that we can rank without too much effort, okay? So that we can find out, you know, what videos or what keywords are worth trying to go for. Once you have done that, then you can go and delete them all, those videos, okay? And then put it into your main channel. When using this spin and upload, don't use it in your main channel, okay? You can put in multiple titles, one line at a time. You can put 500, 5,000, whatever you want in here. But if you're putting it into one account, be careful. Make sure you've got a time delay as well, okay? And descriptions, again, same thing. You can put in multiple in here, okay? And in your accounts, you would just need to assign the accounts that you want to use. But this will work with other video sharing sites as well. So if I click in the accounts in here, and it opens up, you can see it's got YouTube, it's got Dailymotion, Vimeo, etc. You can test it on any of those platforms as long as you've got accounts there, okay? Of course, we've got the results tab. So the purpose of this, I'll do a video properly on it today, is really that we can find keywords that we can rank for without too much hassle. And the idea then is we identify those keywords and you do better quality videos on your main channel, target it, and delete all of these, okay? Very, very easy to do. Hi Ty, long time. I haven't heard from you for a long time. Good to see you around again. Okay, what other tools and services you need beyond the alpha tools to leverage them? Well, we need captures. That's the first and foremost. It's the most important one, and the proxies, of course, as well. And what else do we need there? If you go into the settings in here, you can see. Okay, so we need captures. We need a spinner as well. Okay, so spinner, capture, and indexer we will need, plus the proxies, and that's mainly the thing. Whatever, you know, if we've got 5 services in here. If somebody wants some other services, let us know. As long as it's got an API key that we can work with, we will use them. If they do not have an API key, we can't use them. It's just too problematic. That's the mistake we made, you know, with previous tools where we had a lot of browser control instead of API keys, and it makes, you know, a massive difference to the quality of the tool. So we only work with services that have got API. If you've got any other services, you can just mention it in the Skype group, and, you know, we'll look into it. If you've got, you know, 3 or 4 different indexing services, it will use all of them. Okay, so as many as you put in here, then, you know, that some of these have got their own backlinking strategies in their own right as well. Some of these have got some incredible strategies for the indexing. So when you're using them, don't ever sort of underestimate indexing. It's hugely important. And you can see I'm using 2 all the time. You know, use it. So to answer your question, Ty, we got the captures, a spinner, indexer, and proxies. That's basically all of it. Gens, yes you can, but the geo-targeting, yes you can. When we open here, you can see down here we can select the location. So if I put in here New York, for example, we can put that, it automatically fills the latitude and longitude for you. It's pretty cool. Can we export the links to use an external index? Okay, when we're into the results, let's see if I've got something that I've got some results. Okay, when you're in results in here, you can export to CSV. Just checkbox all of them, export to CSV, save it somewhere where you can find it, where you will remember it later, and you can put it in external indexes. Affiliate backlink index, so if you can mention it in the Skype group for me so that I don't forget, please, and we will look into that one for you. Okay, Ty saying, can I use only one tool for each category or all services to scale? I'm not quite sure I understand, Ty. Mark, Authority Indexer, if you please paste it into the Skype group, we'll look into it. I will get the VAs to go and check if they've got API keys, and then I can talk to Dakota. Does it get entered from LTA? What's that, Jans? LTA into the video location for longitude and latitude? Yes, it will be for every single video. So if you've got a campaign, like you can see here, I've got one video which is going to all of these Dailymotion accounts. Well, that latitude, longitude is in there anyway. So usually we're doing this with YouTube. I'm presuming it's working with Dailymotion for the geo-targeting as well, but it's definitely working for YouTube. John, do you know if it's working for Dailymotion for the geo-targeting? I'm not sure. I'm not that familiar with Dailymotion myself. So, but definitely for YouTube, just put in your YouTube account, and we can expand the accounts and clone the accounts as well, so you can really multiply the campaigns if you got the bulk campaign tool in here. Okay. One capture, one indexer. Yeah, you don't need more than one of each. If you want to do more indexing, you can put in multiple indexers, Ty. Oh, send alpha along to alpha location to the geolocation. No, but that's a good idea. So what you mean is if you've done some kind of targeting, let me just come down to the long tail alpha tool. So then we could have geolocation, but it would have to be very specific. So say, for example, I've got Pattaya, I've got Phuket, I've got Bangkok, can put in Chiang Mai and places like that as well. You're meaning to take the location from here and put it into geo-targeting tool? That's a fantastic idea. Can you mention that in the Skype group so I don't forget? I think we can do that. That's a great idea. I like it. Okay, you've all gone very, very quiet. Let's have some questions if you've got any questions. Does everybody understand the traffic redirector, what it's for? You can see up here it's saying that it's asking for an API key. You don't have to go and get an API key from anywhere. That's coming from our server. We just click to create one, and it will, take about 5 seconds or something, then the API key appears. That way we can use it, okay? Yesterday as well, we put in a PDF into the tutorial videos area on how to get the YouTube API. There's videos there, but we did a step-by-step sort of PDF that John got created as well, that we put underneath that first YouTube API video. So if you do get stuck with that, then you can check that. You can just follow it along with the bullet points in there. Amazon tool, yeah, sure, Ty. Okay, Amazon tool, let's just clear this. So let's just grab a keyword from somewhere. We've been doing a lot of niche stuff, me and my team. Let's go and have a look for Remington beard trimmer, for example. 4,400 search volume. Key search, JAXI, keyword finder, all saying it's very easy to rank for. So what we'll do, put this in here. It's a good way to test ranking before you go and do a niche site as well, because we can do it very, very similar to the spin and upload with this. So you got all those keywords, you can actually put them in and see how hard it is to rank before you order articles and stuff like that as well, which is kind of cool. So we put a keyword in here and we start searching. And what it's doing is it's going to searching Amazon for Remington beard trimmers. At the same time, it's searching YouTube. Okay, really simple and easy to work with. Okay, now the results that came back, we click on the left side. The left side is Amazon. When we click on that, you will see the right side appear. The right side is YouTube. And we can go and have a look. What I tend to do is look for shorter videos. We don't want anything too long, so it doesn't take too long to live stream. Okay, and we can just choose one of these. And we can send it to live stream alpha. Okay, and it's really easy to do. Put in a different thumbnail. I might add more to this one actually, because what I'm thinking we can do, Amazon gives some great images. I'm thinking that we can, grab the Amazon image or and use that for the thumbnail. I need to look into it more. I don't know if it can be done or not because different sizes that you get, etc. But if it can be done, I would like it to be done because it makes it very unique. So if you're doing things like baby strollers, for example, you just imagine, big baby stroller image on that video thumbnail would make a hell of a difference. And you can sort in here by titles and stuff. You can sort by description. You can sort by customer reviews, so on. Reviews better than 4 or something like that, and ratings, etc. Sales rank. Okay, so it says videos here, but I think we actually took that part out. So it's really easy to use. So you could be running, if you want to get into niche marketing, this is perfect because you can be running this before you order articles. You can see if it's going to be worth chasing, because if you can't rank with a live stream video, you're going to have to put some, effort into the backlinking to get it into page 1. And it's just really quick and really easy to be able to take that step. Now we got this too. Okay. And the same thing with the lunch jacket, is exactly the same kind of format. Okay, we can scroll down here. We had to put in a sort of sliding thing down the bottom here so that you can scroll across, but we can see the average price, commission structure. What's important to look for is the refund rates in here. If it's got a high refund rate, don't go after it. Okay, but I would always go for the EPC more than the conversion rate, as long as it hasn't got a high refund. And look for something that's going to be evergreen. It's going to save you time later. Okay, if you find something that's evergreen, then it's really, really good, really useful. So it's there long term. Competition analyzer, great idea. Okay, give me a keyword. For live streaming time, I mean, it will stream no matter what length the video is. It's just going to take longer. I just like to move through the campaigns, ideally under 3 minutes for something that you want to just sort of get up quickly. So if you see a product launch and you want to go after it, then get the video in there. Don't, as long as if it's a demo video, sometimes those demo videos go on for 10 minutes or more. That's fine. But if it's an Amazon product, a 2-minute video would be okay. Philip chicken cup. Okay. See what we can find for chicken cups. So this is searching YouTube. Now what I like to do now, I kind of changed my strategy with this tool, is go for 25 results. So it does take a couple of minutes longer because it's going and searching and it's getting all the social counts, backlink counts and all that kind of stuff. So we need to be a little bit patient with it, and we can start to analyze and look. And I'll show you what I look for as well. And it's a good combination of tools that we got in here. I mean, live streaming for LunchJack and Amazon is good, but made it really easy. The competition analyzer, you can take that even further if you go in sort of broader. If you want to find for baby strollers or for whatever products in Amazon, you can do it through the competition analyzer as well. And it gives you a really good idea of what sort of competition is like. And plus you see the videos as well, which is kind of cool. We've got a traffic redirect tool, so we can move our campaigns. Entire backlink campaigns can be switched in a second. It's phenomenal, really, if you think about it. Right, Jens, can you add the option to download video URLs from other YouTube channels and titles so I can use the URLs? Yes. I'll show you something in just a second when this finishes. We've actually got something like that. Mark, what is Google News? Okay. What is Google News? Let me show you. So you can see in here we got Google search results, and we also got this section here called News. There's my site at number 1. My Google News site is there, number 1. So this is a news feed. You will find that it goes into the, you can hit page 1 in literally minutes with Google News. Okay, literally the same minute you can hit page 1. It doesn't stay there for very long on the sort of main search. Sometimes some searches don't show the news results at the top, some do, and I think it really depends on what's topical at that time, but that's Google News here. It's very, very hard to get sites accepted for Google News. I've got 2 or 3 of these sites that I've got access to. I've got 2 of my own and plus a couple more I've got access to. So I'll probably interchange in between, from time to time inside the tool which site we're using so that we don't saturate one site and make it spammy. But that's what Google News is. And you will rank, literally in minutes with Google News. And it's really powerful because it does get syndicated by other services as well. I don't know how or why, but you will find that you get syndicated by other sites. See if we can find it in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it now. I saw before we were getting, I think I put in the exact title for one of the videos that I did in Google News, and it just, it seemed somehow to get syndicated by other sites. And this is what mass media is very good for as well. Mass media is perfect for video ranking because you're getting all those referring domains, and it doesn't really matter how relevant those domains are. Okay, if it's a finance domain, it doesn't matter. If we're using mass media for linking to videos, it's just extremely powerful. And we will have a webinar on mass media very, very soon because the strategies have been modified and the things that we're doing there. I'll cover that in a different webinar. So Philip, for launch tracking in Amazon tool, we still have to go find our affiliate link for the product. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do have to go and find your affiliate link. Okay, let's come back over to the tool. Right, so what we can see in here for Chicken Coop, we can see, just bring that over a little bit. We've got our titles, we've got the URL. I don't really need to look at the URL. I'll just bring that forward so we can see other stuff. We can see things like favorites and ratings, etc., how many likes it's got. What I like to look at is how many views it's got and look at how old that video is. You can see this one, 6 months old, almost 355,000 views. That tells the story, okay? You can right-click on that. You can copy title, description, and keywords, but also you can checkbox it and you can download it as well, okay? So that kind of answers your question, Philip. What we used to have is that we could go and check the uploader's YouTube channel, and you can see what his complete marketing strategy was if he had one. For any particular niche. I'll try and get that added back in there so we just right click and we just go and check out his channel, so it would open in a separate tab that we could go and check in his channel, because sometimes when you've got somebody that's very, very niche specific, you can see what products that they're promoting, you can see what's working for them, what kind of views and everything they're getting, what's the most successful sort of videos or topics. And that saves you a ton of time with a tool like this because, he's had to learn over time what's working, what's not, what his audience likes. You can see in 2 seconds what his audience likes, okay? He's done all the work, and you benefit from that just by having a tool like this. So what I look for, the first thing is how many views and how old that video is. It tells a story, okay? Now, I do know that people go and buy views, but I don't think they're really going to be buying 350,000 views. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I don't think so. I really don't think so. Come down a little bit. You can see this one, 4 months old, 68,000. Now what you can see here is what they are clicking on, how to build a chicken coop. That's a major, major thing, how to do it, okay? Let's see what else is here. 3 months old, 67,000 views. 5 chicken coops at work. It gives you ideas for your topic that you could create, just a bunch of videos around that. So it's not always just a promotional video that you're doing, but something like 5 chicken coops at work, probably you can just take his video and put it up with a new thumbnail, and you could probably, you know, pretty quickly get onto page one as well. Okay, so what else we got in here? You see how many comments and stuff? You can grab all these keywords if you want to as well. You can copy the keywords, and you can see how many sort of shares they got as well. And also, has it got a keyword in title? What's the keyword density and description? I know a lot of people don't think density matters anymore, but it does for YouTube. We can really put in a lot of keywords inside the YouTube video description and get away with it. Okay, it's still like that. It should. I expected that would have changed, you know, a long time ago, but it never has. I don't know if they ever will now. So, but it just means that we can put a high density inside the description. So this is a good indication as well. Okay, and has it got a title and description? Okay, how many backlinks he's got, and of course the social shares as well. So you can see here pretty much what you need to do, and plus you got that average likes, average dislikes, average comments, average views, etc. And it will give you a score on the competition. You can see this one is red. So maybe you want to go a little bit sort of longer tail for this. So instead of just chicken coop, maybe you want to do something like how to build a chicken coop. Maybe that's going to be simpler to try and rank for. Okay. Export, yes, definitely. Export results from the analyzer. I just noticed this the other day that we didn't have it in there, so it definitely needs to be in there. It's too important not to have. But we also want to have that ability to go and check the other person's channel, and we want to do this multi-tab as well, so that we can keep or save our searches. You know, if you do chicken coop and then you want to do a slightly different variation of that, then you can have just multiple tabs opening and that you can keep open and even save searches. So, you know, we will keep improving it. It's a very good tool. It's a really important tool for me, especially for the niche stuff that we're doing right now. But for now, it's pretty, you know, informative what it's doing right now. But hopefully, in the next couple of days, we can do that. Okay. So there's a lot of people asking to buy Livestream Alpha. We still have a couple of the lifetime licenses left. Okay. So anybody who wants the lifetime license can let me know. And now we're going to start from today monthly license. So we're doing two prices on the monthly license. We're doing 47 per month without the bulk campaigner and 67 per month with the bulk campaigner. Now the bulk campaigner version, we will be doing a sort of advanced version of the spinning uploads, something that John had mentioned to me about poking and stuff, that we wanted to build in. But when we build that in, it's going to take a little bit of time, effort and resources to get it built in. So that will be included with the bulk campaign version when that's done, okay? Because just surely because of the expense and the maintenance or something like that, okay? So if anybody wants a lifetime license, you can let me know. Anybody who wants a monthly license equally, yeah, you can let me know as well. Okay, I'll just grab it on the other screen here. You're very quiet today, guys. Really quiet. I need some questions. Someone was asking about split pay for lifetime. We decided not to do that. We had a long discussion about that, so we decided not to do that. The reason is we just didn't want to devalue the tool. It's not devaluing because you're getting the same money, but you know, we knew that we were going to start introducing the monthly. So we just wanted to keep, I mean, look guys, you can jump on webinars with some people doing tools that do half, not even a fraction of what a tool like this is doing. They're selling it for $500, you know, as if it's the greatest strategy ever created. and you've got multiple strategies in here. You've got 20, 30 strategies in here. They're selling you one strategy for 497 because they're very good webinar presenters and very, very good hypey sort of closers. Everybody's jumping on it, okay? They're selling something, you know, a fraction of what we got in here for $500, and everybody starts shaking their head afterwards and thinking, why did I buy that? Something like this, 297 or 397, you got a lifetime access. You know, to me, it just, you know, it doesn't make sense. So I appreciate some people needed, you know, a little bit of time to get the money, but, you know, it's taken us, the first day of sales, we sort of did very, very well, and it just kind of slowed down. We still haven't got over 100 sales yet, but there's only about 3 or 4, I think, left. Okay, so you can, there's still 3 or 4 lifetime licenses that you can get. I think it's probably just the price point or lack of hypey sales. I'm just not very good at hypey sales. I'd rather just be me. I'm usually dealing with people who are kind of, you know, intermediate, advanced SEO people anyway. You can tell them the features and they know exactly what it should be doing. So, I mean, if you can't see the value in this, then probably testing a monthly price is going to be better for you anyway. Okay. Let's see if I can find. Dale, you already have Video Send Alpha. Do you need this? Okay. One of the things I wanted to do with this tool, there was some additional things that I wanted to add in. Okay. What is different between this and Video Send Alpha? First of all, you've got the traffic redirect tool. Secondly, you've got the launch tracker. Thirdly, you've got Amazon tool. Okay. And we've got the URL finder in here as well. I mean, that looks terrible in here. But anybody heard of a tool called Video Traffic Genie? Heard of a tool called Video Traffic Genie, where it goes and searches YouTube descriptions for broken links. And then you have to go one by one, click and see if it's available, one by one, one by one, one by one. Let's see what happens. You put in a keyword like make money online. How many times would you have to be clicking to find disappointment after disappointment after disappointment until finally you find, oh, there is some available. You just got to look for them. You just got to keep clicking. What we did, let's see if I can find one for chicken coop. Let's clear this. What we did is we automated it. It checks Namecheap the same second. So you don't have to go and do those multiple clicks. You're always going to find more red. It's just if the domain is available, if the link is broken, sorry, it doesn't mean that the domain is available. And it will go and check, and eventually you'll get some greens. But if you imagine using this compared to something like Video Traffic Genie, you have to do one at a time. I mean, oh my, that's a lot of work. There's one, come up right away, but it's a blog spot. But if it's available, you can go and register that blog spot. Okay, but there will be some normal domains come in here. So what you can do is you can find videos that have got high volumes of views, and you can simply buy that domain and redirect it to an offer, redirect it to a sales page, redirect it to a squeeze page, wherever you want. Redirect it to another video if you want to, okay? So that when they click on that link, but you're going to get value because the views actually do help the rankings, not just for the actual video, but what we found with VidAttack Alpha was that when we were sending high retention views to the video, if there was a link in the description, that content that was in the description, that URL, it started moving up the rankings. And I was really surprised, but it, you know, we tested it multiple times. It actually does work. You know, it does work. It just plain and simple works. So what we found, I think John had a domain that was sat on page 3 for, you know, months and months and months, and he ran VidAttack Alpha for it, and within a couple of days he was on page 1. That was just high retention video views to a video that had a link to that site or to that content in his description that jumped, it made it move, it was stuck on page 3, made it move into page 1. You know, if somebody was selling you PBN links with results like that, you'd probably be jumping all over it. It's the same thing, but better, because you don't have to wait. You can just go ahead and do it, you know. So it's going to be the same principle with this particular strategy here. And you can put in multiple keywords. You can go into Google Keyword Planner, for example, get 800 keywords and run it through here. It might take a little bit of time, but you're going to find some good domains that you can go and buy. Okay, Now, some people have got like expired domain finders that are charging like 197 per month. This is not maybe the same as what they're doing because they're looking for domains from maybe authority sites and stuff like that. But you can do it by keywords too. There's nothing wrong with doing it by keywords. Okay, so you can just grab hundreds of keywords and let it run. If it takes 4 or 5 hours, who cares? Come back and it's there. It didn't cost you anything, and it doesn't cost you $197 a month either. Okay, it's fantastic too. Okay, now what was I doing there? I've kind of lost my... Right. I'll give you 2 links, guys. Everybody's asking about buying. I'll give you 2 links. One is for lifetime. If you want to grab one and final lifetime licenses, you can do that. Okay. So the first link here is for lifetime. Put it in the chat box. And the second link, let me just check something quickly. I think I haven't redirected the link yet. I think it's still going to, for the monthly offer, I think it's still going to the lifetime page. Great, we've got some more questions coming in. I'll answer them as soon as I can. Let's see. Jen says, multi-tiered linking better than one-tier linking, backlinks to backlinks. Well, you know, you can see results when you're doing different strategies. I mean, there's so many different ways that we can backlink. It's unbelievable, especially with the tools that's available these days. But if you're doing, for example, just like YouTube videos to a money URL that can be a squeeze page, sales page, blog post, whatever it is, and you're using indexing, you're already, just with the indexing, got all that built in anyway. Okay. Then if you start to put some variation in your backlinking from RSS feeds, from Web 2.0, from bookmarking, especially with video, I mean, all of those things work very, very, very well with video. That's why they're in, you know, many of the tools that we got. You will see we've got Web 2 embeds in all the tools. We've got RSS Extreme in all the tools. We've got bookmarking in all the tools. You know, it's just making it, it's just building it in that variety. The big one for me is the Google News, because I've seen how well that works for myself. So when you combine all that and you put that variety in there, then it's just adding extra power. And the good thing about using a tool like this, I mean, it just takes minutes to be able to run through and do those kind of strategies. I need to find the link for the sales page I did this morning. I forgot to go and change the sales page URL in Zaxa, so just bear with me a second and I will get that. Philly, we talk about OnlyWire. The reason I've got OnlyWire in here, I mean, this is, it's very, very good OnlyWire. You can build authority to those accounts over time. It's just because, you know, most of us have got an OnlyWire account. It costs about $59 a year for 1,000 links per month. You know, I just always use it. I remember Ray, the video guy, did a sort of case study using one of the OnlyWire within one of our alpha tools, I think it was. And he moved up, you know, from nowhere into page 1 just with one OnlyWire run. The key is that you get a very, very good OnlyWire account done. You could get them done on Fiverr.com, for example. Okay. Look for the guy that's doing, you know, the full profiles and stuff like that. It will hold its value more over time, and you'll be less likely to use it, to lose it, I mean. So I just kind of use it anyway. But I've got this set up in RSS for my main channel. I don't use OnlyWire for second tier linking. Okay, we use it just for money URLs. But if you've got a video that's important to you, that's embedded on a blog post, and between them, you know, that's the both pieces of content are like your money URL, then I would run bookmarks both to the blog post and to the video from OnlyWire. Okay, that way you're going to get more value. Okay, finally this opened. Okay, I've just opened the wrong link. Just bear with me. Let's see. I haven't published, that's why. Okay, I need to log into Instabuilder and publish it. Guys, keep your questions coming up. I will answer them. Manny, can you redirect these URL finder links to your money site? Or not a good idea? I would go and check the metrics, Manny. I would go and check the metrics. What we do know is that we can tell if they got traffic, which is even more important because we do SEO to get traffic right. So if you find something that's getting traffic, then good. It depending how many links they've got on that video as well, in the video description. Sometimes you find that they've got tons and tons of links and you think, well, it's just a waste of time, I'm not going to buy that domain. Other times you will find it's just a single domain. And that's why it's important that we can do this in bulk and we can do it really, really, really fast. But definitely go and check the YouTube description. Have a look. If it's got multiple links, don't do it. And then go and check on Ahrefs or Majestic or something like that. Check on Moz. If you're looking on Moz, look for Moz Trust. Keep away from DA and all that kind of stuff because it gets too easily manipulated. Just look for the Moz Trust. It's a little bit more clearer sort of indication of how good that domain would be. Let's see. Should be published now. Just refresh this page. Okay. Steve, same price if you already have Video Send Alpha, Video Tech Hub. Yeah. No, there's not an upgrade, Steve. These tools are becoming, the mistake I made earlier, I tried to be nice to everybody and it backfired and it bit me in the ass. We were selling tools like Social Brickmark Commando and 2 years later, people are calling you a scumbag because you didn't maintain it. But the tool was costing, several $100s a month to maintain. And when you sell something for $47, you're soon out of profit. So we can't do that anymore. We just got wiser and better at what we do. And the coding has got better. The quality of the tools has got better as well. So unfortunately, we did consider it, but the best thing we could do is just offer 100 lifetime licenses, and then it has to go monthly. After those 100 are up, we can't do it any other way. I'm sure that a lot of people can appreciate that from a business sense of business point of view. It's not done from being greedy. It's just reality. Those network embeds, for example, and that we did the first version of the network embeds. That in the end was costing me $2,000 a month for the servers because a lot of black hatters got in. They were spamming it. We were getting 100,000 hits a minute at one point because the black hatters got in and they spammed those sites. It's not done out of greediness. We've just got to run a business like a business. So unfortunately, the best I can do is put 100 lifetime licenses and then I'll try and keep the monthly affordable so that, it's good for us to run it as a business and it's good for you that it's not going to cost you huge amounts of money. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. Let's see what else. John, let me check on that. I'll give you the link. I'll give you the correct link in here. http livestreamalpha.com/downloads. If you go there, I'm not sure why it's there now. It's probably something in the settings. There you go. If you go there. Let me just open that. I've got it in here. Just bear with me, John. Let's see. Guys, you got any questions, ask them. One of the most common questions is about are we planning to put more stuff into Livestream Alpha? Well, we're kind of always improving them. This is the last alpha tool that I'm doing. I'm kind of moving away from the SEO stuff personally, but still get SEO done for me. I'm not actually doing so much SEO myself now, but I'm looking more into traffic tools, marketing tools that are not necessarily about SEO. traffic tools especially. But, you know, we continue to improve them. We continue to look for better ways to do stuff. And, you know, if we see something that is worth doing, then we'll certainly do it. Okay, John here. You got it? I'll send it again anyway. Okay, Dale, there's two choices, either a monthly fee or let's see, sorry, bear with me, somebody else is just writing something I'm trying to understand. There's a couple of lifetime licenses left, or you can go monthly. There we go, I've just updated that delivery page so that doesn't happen again. Apologies for that, John. So I'll get the link here and I'll put it in. This is the monthly one, where you can see it's 47 a month or 67 a month if you want the bulk campaigner. Okay. Jens, we kind of covered that. Can we offer option to download video URLs from other YouTube channels and titles? So you're looking just for the titles and descriptions, just the metadata, really? I'm sure we could do that. Mention it in the Skype group so don't forget, please. All right. No questions. This is a really quiet bunch today. Really quiet. I expected that we'd get about 100 questions on this one. But you can see there's a lot of new stuff in here that's not in any other tool. So by the end of kind of finished making new alpha tools. But if you look at what is there between all the alpha tools, between you know, things like the Amazon tools and launch trackers and traffic redirects, and you look at the video syndication for video send alpha, and you look at the VidiTAC alpha and optimization alpha especially. I mean, that's a fantastic tool, really, really underrated by a lot of people. It's got some great strategies built in there. But when we sort of, you know, stop building new ones, you just need to look at what's there. I mean, huge amounts of strategies built into these tools. So we will keep maintaining them. We'll keep improving them. And, you know, over time, if there's new strategies come up that we want to add, then we'll put it into the appropriate tool. Okay, no more questions? Let's see. John, did you get in or not? I don't know if you got in or not.
I did eventually, yes.
Oh, great, okay. Did you want to talk about anything?
Uninstall and reinstall.
Okay.
So I missed like the first 40 minutes.
Oh, that's all right. It's just me saying and ah. As usual.
Yeah.
Dale guarantees. Yeah. Dale guarantees 30 days with all the software. It guarantees is 30 days. It's built into Zack, so I didn't put the fancy graphic in there. We always do 30 days as standard. Okay, you got a 30-day guarantee there. Okay, Grace still unable to add a Facebook account. I actually had a look this morning of the chat with you having with Al. I'm going to talk to him today, and I'll sit on him until he helps you. Okay, I'll make sure it gets done today. I didn't notice it until this morning because I was busy with other stuff, but I'll make sure it gets sorted for you. Right, John, do you want to talk a little bit about the what we were talking about, the poking and stuff for the upgrade that we will put in the spin and upload? Well, what we're going to do with that upgrade is we'll add it into the bulk campaigner version, because just the maintenance and the amount of work needed to create it. So if you want to talk a little bit about that, what we're going to be doing there.
Okay. Well, poking, I'm sure everybody's sort of aware of video poking now. In fact, Peter Drew has a tool, a not very cheap tool. I had to pay $100 just to beta test it. But anyway, what it does is you can take a bunch of keywords in any mix that you want, put it in, and it uploads a tiny little video. It live streams it, and it then gives you a list of all the videos that have made the front page. Okay, you're then able to delete those videos, keep the list, and make a proper video and use those keywords to upload it. So that's live stream. And we have something similar in Spin and Upload, because as always,
You got a lot of background noise, mate. It's hard to listen. I don't know why you got a lot of background noise there.
okay, don't know what to do. I've got my Blue Yeti, yeah?
You have to stand back 10 feet, hold your nose,
Okay.
and shout very loud.
Okay, so we have Spin and Upload already, and what that does is that'll do the same thing as video poking, except it doesn't do it with live streaming. Because we feel that if a video is on the front page without any backlinks and it's not live streaming, it's got a far better chance of staying there. But because the market demands live streaming for video poking, we're going to add it again, and that'll be available very soon in one of the new updates. So you wouldn't have to go and buy any expensive tools. You could just do your keyword research, put it into the module, and it'll upload it. It'll stream it, and then it'll give you a list of the videos that go straight up to the front page of Google using that phrase. And then you can delete them and put a proper video on with a proper title, and with the same title but with a proper description and more SEO stuff, and then do some backlinking to it so that it'll stay up forever. So that's really what video poking is, and we're going to be adding it. Okay. You're still there, Tony? Hey guys, I don't know if you can still hear me.
Yeah, I muted myself. I was actually sitting there talking to myself for the last minute. I forgot I muted myself because of the background noise, but it's not me. I thought it was maybe coming from my phone. Anyway, we can just sort of carry on with this. So guys, what's going to happen now? All of the alpha tools are now going into monthly. I'll probably do some bundles that you can upgrade. So if you take Livestream Alpha upgrade and you want to get another alpha tool like VidiTAC Alpha, for example, then we can sort of put some kind of upgrade offer there that you can get multiple alpha tools for one monthly price. We were going to do it all in one at one point, but a lot of people just gave us feedback that they've already got some tools. So we'll probably do something that you can choose another tool for X amount of dollars or something like that. But we will offer that to the people that come in, okay, that purchase the monthly, and they can have that choice if they want to take an extra or additional alpha tool, so they can add in there as well. Tie the suggested number of proxies. I use Squid proxies. I take the 25 proxies per month version. Can't remember how much we pay. How much do you pay for 50, John? John's muted himself, I think. I can't remember.
About $60
for 50, yeah. 48.
Yes.
Steve saying 48 monthly for 24. Well, you can even do it with 10 tie. It depends on how much you're using the tool. I mean, John's using it every day. I mean, but there's a whole team of assistants in the background using that tool every single day. So, the amount of proxies you need, you can start with 10 and see if you need more. Joseph, $16 for 10. Okay. You can start with 10 and see if you need more. But definitely use good quality proxies for this account creation stuff because it does make a difference. So it costs you time or cost you money, you know. Instead of just paying a little bit extra money, you can just work faster. Okay, John, what we would do for the video poking, what I would do is I will map it out today with John. We will sort of go through what we talked about last week, and I will paste it into the Skype group so that you know exactly what is happening there, and we'll put it maybe somewhere in the sales page, just things that are going to be added. Usually we don't do that until it's actually done and added, but you know, can make an exception. Okay.
Yep, no problem.
Steve, I kind of answered you already. You mentioned John there, but I had answered you about is there an upgrade about for this one because you own the other tools. We put it at the most affordable price, basically, and then we have to go into monthly. We're just thinking now for business and for maintenance, because if things break down because we can't afford to update them, then everybody thinks, you know, oh, they don't care. When actually we kind of run out of money, you know. If we cannot afford to maintain a tool, then the price has to go up. So, you know, the price for this, $297 and $397 is the best price we could do for this. If I was to do this sort of longer term with the lifetime license, it would definitely not be less than $500. It'd be about $497. Sort of going forward after the first 100, but we decided just 100 lifetimes, and the rest is going to have to be monthly. Okay. All right, Steve. Backlink indexer tools, guys. What are you using? What do you guys recommend? John, what are you using for indexing? What service?
I'm using the standard ones that are there. I used to use Crazy Indexer, but that doesn't work anymore, so I'm just going to settings here.
What does latency mean for proxies? I've got no idea. Maybe somebody can teach me something.
I believe it's got to do with the speed of the
Right.
how long it takes to connect. I'm using indexification.com and link indexer.info. I did use Crazy Indexer, that doesn't work anymore, so I have to remember to figure that out. But you know, you can easily add others in if you would make some suggestions.
Yeah. He's in link indexer type. I think better you're going to have to meet yourself, John. It sounds like you're moving furniture around the room. Sounds like you're
It's my African
like
internet. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. This kind of thing always happens on webinars. The amount of things that can screw up in a webinar is just unbelievable sometimes. Right. Let's see. We got any more questions? Ty, you said link index. So just any of the ones that's in there. I think if we still got the link, I remember Joshua gave out a lifetime offer during the Videos and Alpha launch for his tool. I think that was link index. It was the one-time price. You know, I don't know if that link is still inside the Videos and Alpha member area, but you can always check it out. It's not got any login there. Just go to videosandalpha.com/downloads, and there might be a banner in there. If the offer's still up, then the banner will be there. Okay, but you got a choice of 5 different indexes in here that we can use. And if somebody wants to suggest other ones, put it into the Skype group, and I will get the assistants to go and check if they get API keys that we can work with. If they have them, we can consider them, okay? Crazy Index, a lot of people told me is very, very good. I bought it, I kind of lost access to it, I lost the password or something like that, and I was too lazy to go and find it again. I think I'm even paying monthly for that one.
It doesn't work anymore.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay. And now you sound better.
Okay. A
Did you send the
shout.
furniture guy for a coffee break? Right, okay. Any more questions, guys? You want to talk about anything? John, you want to talk about anything?
No, I don't want to talk about anything. Got a sore throat and a thick head.
Yeah. Well, I think, I mean, seriously, guys, this is really, this to me is the best tool we've ever done. It's got so much variation in there for us to use for marketing tools as well, not just the SEO stuff. We took the best of the SEO stuff and kept it in here. Plus, we've added some additional stuff just to make it even more powerful. It's just a phenomenal tool. It's great value for money. If you look at other people's tools, I don't know exactly what other people have got on their tools, but I highly doubt they've got things like the launch jackers they can do, 301 redirects for complete backlink campaigns that they can do, expired domain finding on YouTube that they can do, launch tracking on Amazon as quickly and easily. They've got automated thumbnail creators, they've got Google News. I don't think they've got anything close to that, and probably they're charging a huge amount more money as well. So it's great value, and it's evergreen as well. It's going to be around for a long, long time. So, jump on it. You got a chance now. I've made it affordable. We put that monthly offer there for the people who didn't want to, spend $300 or $400 straight off the bat. So you can get it, for $47 a month, which is great value for this. I mean, other people are charging probably at least double for less that does a similar job. And we're not finished with it. We will keep improving things. As you can see in the Skype group, we're listening to the feedback and we are responding, okay? Yes, you can use accounts between Alpha tools. Yeah, you can, John. You can import and export. All you do is in your account tab up here, you can just simply checkbox all your profiles here and you save them. And it saves as a GM prof file, whatever that is. Okay, it saves it. So you can simply import it, okay, into another Alpha tool. The Dailymotion might not work, and if you're exporting from VideoSend Alpha into Livestream Alpha, the Dailymotion might not work because we specifically did Dailymotion account creation inside Livestream Alpha to go and get your partner status. So it's like just getting monetization status basically. So we had to put an extra step in the Dailymotion account creation for Livestream Alpha. So the Dailymotions probably won't work. But other than that, but it's really quick and easy to go and create some. You can see here, that's all I was doing here. With the account creator, we can choose, when we get into the bulk profiles creator here, we can choose just to create, from any specific website. That's what I did with this, and I would just go and created a whole bunch of Dailymotion accounts so that we could get them a lot quicker. And you can see, I got quite a lot of them very, very quickly. Would it be a customer webinar? Probably we'll do additional training webinars, strategy stuff. I know that John, have you released that membership site yet? John was doing an additional membership site as well. But I will probably jump in there, once a month and help out in there as well, where he's doing, additional, more in-depth training with all of the Alpha tools. But we will do some strategy sessions for sure.
Yeah, we haven't finalized it. It'll be launching next week. So far it's got all VideoSend Alpha tutorials and strategies in, lots and lots of other SEO strategies and resources, and it's got all the new Livestream Alpha modules in as well, with the exception of the new tools, because they keep adding them so fast. I haven't been able to do those yet.
Yeah, okay.
But I'll type the link in, and you can go and have a look, by all means.
Okay.
It's not officially launched, but it will be launched next week.
Cool. How much are you charging for that, John?
It's $19.95 a month.
That's very good. Very good. So you get additional training from John, and We will send an email from my email list there, and you'll be able to find out. But John will probably mention in the Skype group and Facebook groups, etc. I'm in the Skype group. I never go into Facebook. So if you want to get a hold of me, you need to come into Skype. I just won't go into Facebook. Now, David, have you updated the software? Livestream Alpha was updated to fix the Dailymotion issue this morning. VidMe we will look into. This is the first I've heard about the VidMe error that you mentioned here. So we will check that today, okay? But Livestream Alpha was updated this morning, and the Dailymotion issues has been fixed, and that probably means we have to go in and do the same thing in VideoSync Alpha as well, okay? Yeah, updates to the VSA, as I just mentioned, we will go and do it in VSA as well, okay? We fixed it. We had to go and find the problem first, and it was in Livestream Alpha at the time when trying to identify what the problem was. So yeah, of course we will go and fix in VSA as well, David. Okay. All right, okay, guys. I think unless you've got any more questions, we can probably finish up there. We will do additional training, maybe in a week or so. We'll do some strategy training stuff. I'd rather do the strategy stuff than go through how to use the tool, because I mean, there's videos there showing how to use it. If you need some help, you can ask in the Skype group or in the Facebook group. Everything is pretty easy. I mean, it's just a couple of clicks for everything. I'd rather get into the strategy stuff. That's more exciting, more fun, and we can go and, you know, get rankings, get traffic and whatever else, and just have a bit of fun using the tool rather than focusing on, you know, how to use it. There's nothing hard to use here, okay? Does LSA have configure export should my PC crash? I don't even know what that means, Ty. You can export accounts and stuff like that, and, you know, if you're an account, so you can export a lot of your results and stuff like that in between, you know, in every single tab you can click and select all and save the project. I'm not sure what else you might mean there. Looks like you don't need too many accounts. Well, when I'm doing the first tier linking, I'm not using that many accounts. I'm protecting my YouTube accounts. I would rather go and blast with the other stuff, you know, the ones that are just 2 clicks to make, rather than risk. You know, if I can use 200 Dailymotion accounts that cost me 2 clicks and 20 seconds prep, or go and buy, you know, 100 YouTube channels for $200, I'm going to choose Dailymotion every time. Just easier, you know, quicker. Ty, it's really too technical for me. I'm not quite sure what it means. If you put in your Skype ID, Ty, I'm using a different Skype these days. If you put in your Skype ID here, I will add you before we finish the webinar, and we can catch up a little bit as well. All right, thanks. I'll add you now because I'm actually there right now. Dailymotion number, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. What do you mean, John? Dailymotion number. Well, you know, if you just go and create a whole bunch of accounts, I mean, look what I did here. How many have I got here? I've done 10 profiles here, just very, oh no, I've done more. I've done 92 profiles here. Okay. You just switch it on and go away, and you come back and you've got about approximately 90 Dailymotion accounts. You can run it with proxy all day long and get into the hundreds, so that you can use, you know, just those multiple accounts. Okay. David, okay, I'll add you as well into the Skype. There we go. Okay. Right, guys, unless you've got any other questions, I think we'll probably finish up here now. And if you purchase Livestream Alpha, enjoy. It's a great tool. It's a great tool if there's something needed updated. You've seen it, you know, we've had VideoSync Alpha for over a year. We still update it very often and regularly. So it's no different from this. And we kind of took this in a whole different direction from what was originally planned, but we got some fantastic tools. We got nice ways, nice strategies for using live streaming, where it's really fast, really easy for any kind of affiliate promotion. for, you know, well, for Amazon, for launch tracking, etc. And we'll probably add some more in there as well over time. There's Joseph, there's a Skype group for the live stream alpha customers. So from the members area, you can see a banner in there, and just clicking on it, and that will take you into the Skype group. Okay. Right now, mainly they're talking about things that need fixed and stuff like that, as well as being live for the first sort of week or so. But we've been responding and fixing, so hopefully from next week forward we can do more fun things like training and strategy stuff and ranking stuff and traffic, and it will become a little bit more enjoyable than listen to people complaining. But, you know, fair enough, they've been pretty good with us as well. David, when trying to do new accounts, it says can't do because capture service not enabled, so you can't do it manually anymore. Okay, I don't know if that is correct. If I go over to the bulk profiles creator, it's saying there's no proxy settings. But if I go and try and create an account, let's just try Dailymotion for 3 profiles and see what it says. No, I don't think I've got proxies in here, but I do have a capture. I would need to take out my capture. All right, I'll look into it after, David, but I'm not sure. You should still be able to do it manually if you want to. I'll check it for you, okay, after the webinar. Any other questions? All right, I think we'll probably just wrap up here. I'm going for a cup of tea. All right. Right, David, I'll check it when I get to the other computer, okay? I just, we'll do it after the webinar for you, okay? No problem. All right, so guys, thanks for turning up. We'll do another one next week. Maybe we'll look at, you know, one of those tools in particular, run a campaign and just see how powerful it can be, how we can use different combinations of, you know, the tools that we got built in. Maybe we'll run a launch tracking campaign or an Amazon campaign or something like that. You know, we're playing around with it all the time anyway, so the more sort of strategy stuff comes in my mind, the more I use tools, or when I'm doing the niche stuff with the niche ripping group, then, you know, I'm always finding new ways to use Livestream Alpha as well. So we can do some case studies and we can have some fun with it as well. All right. Okay. Thanks, guys. So I'll see you next week, or I'll see you in the Skype group. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, John. I will send an email out, David, for that webinar. Okay. Probably be Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. Okay. Thanks, guys. Good night.